Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel on this final race date of 2022, a Saturday, December the 17th. At this time, I'm going to ask everybody to please kindly rise. Gentlemen, remove your ball caps for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Once again, good afternoon, and welcome to Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel on this snowy Saturday, December the 17th. We're only 8 days before Christmas, but Christmas has come early here in Western New York as we got harness racing pushed back this afternoon due to the NFL going to Orchard Park this evening. So, 33 degrees, overcast skies. We're still waiting on a track condition officially from the judges. They just come upstairs and they're getting themselves settled in for the 13 race program. Winds are coming out of the southwest today at 10.4 miles an hour, and there are some flurries in the area. 28 minutes first post at 3 p.m. Well, we got just about everything figured out here. The Upstate New York chapter of the United Harness Riders Association. They've got everything figured out except for our trainers. Our trainer of the meet is still up for grabs here this afternoon. I think it's got to be one of the first times, at least in my recent memory, that I can remember any of these titles coming down to closing day. And this is the first time in, I believe, 4 years since we've had a closing day event. Weather has not cooperated over the last 3 seasons, and we had to cancel and just, but everything was settled, so there was no debate on what was what. Well, today we do have a bit of a debate. We do have the driver of the meet. We know that driver Kevin Cummings, with 149 victories, is going to be our driver of the meet. We also have our pacer of the meet, Stranger Things. We have trotter of the meet, CR Blazing Beauty, and mare of the meet for the Pacers, Salzbrook Olympia. Also, our Lifetime Achievement Awards for the 14-year-olds that will be aging out that we want to honor this year. We got Freaky Flyer, Better's Reward, and Park Hill Horton, the trotter. And we also have our Good Samaritan Award this year that we're going to give out to Ron Beback Jr. from a story that happened back in August. But the trainer of the meet is still yet to be decided. Trainer Sean McDonough's got 5 in. He's got a 2-race lead over Jennifer Giuliani, who he's been chasing throughout the meet. He finally caught and passed her on Wednesday, but still has to get through today to be crowned a champion. Now, Sean McDonough was the 2022 leading trainer at Buffalo this season, and Jennifer Giuliani was the 2021 trainer of the meet here last year. So each trying to repeat. We'll see which one does it today. Again, Sean has 5 horses throughout the program today, and Jennifer has 7. Now, they do race head-to-head on a pair here this afternoon, and we'll have to good luck to both trainers here today, and we'll have to see how things shake out as a trainer title could have to come all the way down to race 13. I know Jennifer's got her last entry in race 13. Hopefully it won't come to that, but if need be, that'll be it. We have some groups in the house today. Again, the clubhouse just opened 4 minutes ago. They'll be serving prime rib and shrimp buffet starting at 3 o'clock, and that'll be served from 3 to 6:30 p.m. here today. And the rail bar will stay open until the conclusion of our finale here today. It will not be open for the Bills game, but it will stay open until after the buffet shuts down at 6:30 until the conclusion of our racing program here this evening, which should be right around 7 p.m. tonight. Sixth race today, we want to welcome Monroe Tractor. Monroe Tractor, hello and welcome to Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. Your race will be race number 6 here this afternoon. We also want to welcome Allegheny Farm Service. Welcome Allegheny Farm Service to Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. Your race today will be race number 10. And also we want to welcome the Batavia Fire Department, City Batavia Fire Department, which is stationed right across the street here. They are here today in their race number 12. Race 12, we want to welcome the City of Batavia Fire Department. Make sure you stick around race 13 today. We have a $15,000 guaranteed mandatory payout pooled jackpot super high five. Somebody must go home a winner today. Somebody's going to get an early Christmas present. It might be you. So study up on that jackpot super high five this afternoon and this evening. $15,000 guaranteed. Also, fans in the stands, make sure you stick around after the 9th race today. We're having our customer appreciation night. By the 9th race, it'll be evening time. And we are going to be giving away random gifts in the enclosed grandstand after the 9th race here today. Make sure you bring your coupon that'll be available in today's program. You'll see a coupon available in the program. Make sure you have it with you. And one of our elves downstairs will be giving you a random gift for our customer appreciation night. We also have our awards night tonight. Like I mentioned, most of the awards are figured out. After the second race today, we will be honoring our 14-year-olds, our Lifetime Achievement Awards. Again, Freaky Flyer, Better's Reward, and Park Hill Horton will be honored after race 2 here this afternoon. After race 3, we'll be doing the Good Samaritan Award for Ron Beback Jr. And I have everything written up here, nicely written by Mr. Tim Bojarski. And then I'll be reading that off after these races to honor these horsemen and their horses for their achievements today. After race 4, we'll be doing the pacer of the meet, Stranger Things. We'll be getting his reward after race 4 today. After race 7, we'll be doing the mare of the meet. Mare of the meet is Salzbrook Olympia. And we'll be honoring her after race 7 today. And in the 8th race, after race 8 actually, we'll be doing the trotter of the meet, CR Blazing Beauty. Will be honored after today's 8th race. And again, customer appreciation giveaway in the grandstand after the 9th. And we have a group going out, the group that I mentioned in race 6. Monroe Tractor will be going out to the winner's circle, getting their picture taken. Boy, the snow is really coming down here this afternoon. It's supposed to be going in and out here today. Sometimes heavy, sometimes not. I checked the radar. It's not supposed to be too horrible, but it all depends on how the band goes. Right now, the band is not in our favor, but we'll have to see how it goes. And we also have a group going out after race 10 and the Batavia Fire Department after race 12 here this afternoon. So we're just waiting on some changes and stuff from the judges here this afternoon. We'll get things going. Don't forget the early bird daily double thing. Got about 11 minutes to get that in. You bet $10 in the early double today, and we'll give you back 10 in free play. And that happens up until 2:50 here this afternoon. And then kicking in at 3:15, we should be doing our match play frenzy. That happens every Saturday, even though we push things back. Well, we'll push that back as well. So from 3:15, it should be till 5:30, if I go by the math. And you can play the match play frenzy. From those hours, 25 on a live race, we'll give you back 25 in free play. If I could have your attention, please, we did have a longtime trainer and driver pass away this past Thursday. We'd like to honor the life of longtime trainer-driver Lyle Marsh, who was born on November the 10th of 1941. He passed away again this past Thursday, December the 15th. Lyle first started driving horses at the age of 15. The horse business was his life's passion. He spent more than 60 years owning, training, and racing horses on this track and all the tracks throughout New York State. The horse business could use a lot more gentlemen like Mr. Lyle Marsh. We'll give a quick moment of silence for Mr. Lyle Marsh. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we got some scratches and changes to go over real quick as we're coming up on 12 minutes of first post. Judges finally got everything figured out. We got a lot of them, so shake your pens, sharpen your pencils. Here we go. 31 degrees, track is good. We have 2 scratches in this first race coming up. Number 5, Dewar and Jack, and number 8, Hold the Gold, judges scratch. Number 5, Dewar and Jack, and number 8, Hold the Gold, both a judges scratch out of today's first. Second race, second half of the double. Second leg of the pick 5. Judges take out number 6, Sizzlin' Summer, and 8, Bravo Tex. 6, Sizzlin' Summer, and 8, Bravo Tex, both judges scratches out of race 2. The only other changes in the pick 5 come in race 5. We have 3 scratches in race 5. There will be no superfecta wagering, but there will be show wagering. Number 2, Slick Fella, and number 3, Betting on Lurmis are both judges scratches. Number 2, Slick Fella, 3, Betting on Lurmis are judges scratches out of the 5th. Scratch sick, number 5, Sexy Blue Chip. 5, Sexy Blue Chip is out sick in today's 5th. Again, due to the scratches, no superfecta wagering in race 5. And the only other change I have thus far in the 13-race program, in our featured 7th, there will be no superfecta wagering. The 1, Hot Deuce, is a judge's scratch. The 1, Hot Deuce, is out judges in race number 7. So those are the changes I have on today's 13-race program. We appreciate your patience and sorry about the inconvenience. We'll keep the changes rolling throughout the afternoon to keep everybody up to par on what's going on with the changes in the 13-race card. But you're coming up on last call to get your wagers in. If you want 10 on the early double today, we'll give you back 10 in free play. And don't forget at 3:15 this afternoon, we'll also kick in the match play frenzy. $25 on a live race will give you back $25 in free play. And also don't forget mandatory payouts, not only for the uncarried over pick 5 that starts in race 1, but we also have $15,000 guaranteed in the Jackpot Super High 5 in our 13th and final today, and with a mandatory payout. So all those will have to go today, so make sure you get in. You have to be in it to win it. Good luck today, and welcome to Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. if I could have your attention, please. We have another scratch coming up in the 10th race here tonight. Race 10, the 8, Isaac, has been scratched sick. Late scratch in your program in race 10, number 8, Isaac, is out sick here today. All right, let's take a look at the first race here this afternoon. Now, we've had a couple of scratches in the first. Number 5, Dewar and Jack, and the 8, Hold the Gold, both judges' scratches. So we're down to a field of 6. Hot picks like 624, and I like 621. We agree on the exact, at least. I like 6, Jeremy's General, as well, moving up in class after the claim. I don't think this is going to be bothersome for him, especially after the scratches. Now he gets post 5 in a 6-horse field. Kevin Cummings, our leading driver of the meet, will be driving for Sam Smith here today. Jeremy looking for win number 11. He's looking for win number 4 in a row. And right now he's on the board at 2-1. Second, I like the 2, Charmbo Orbit as well. Just missed second at a post 6 last start. Now he gets post 2 in a 6-horse field. Dave McKnight, the third for Milo Zedular, and he's on the board at 5-1. And to round out the trifecta, I like the 1, That's My Harley. Keith Cash Jr. trains and drives. Last time he was here at Batavia, he tried to take it all the way and ended up third against this group. Now he gets the rail. I don't see why he can't repeat that show performance at 2-1. I'm going to go 6-1, hot pick 6-4. Again, scratches of the 5, Dewar and Jack by the judges. And the 8, Hold the Gold, also a judge's scratch. And the other half of the double, number 6, Sizzle and Summer, judge's scratch, along with the 8, Bravo Tex. And the other changes in the pick 5. In race 5, the 2, Slick Fella, and 3, Betting on Lermis out judges. And out sick is the 5, Sexy Blue Chip. Pacers will be on the track in just a few moments for race number 1. Again, 31 degrees. Track is good. Right now, the snow is down to a trickling flurry, as it was coming down pretty good here a moment ago. We're going to have that kind of on and off all here this afternoon. Hopefully things don't get too wild. Everybody's been able to enjoy the show and get home safely. Well, before the horses come onto the track for the first, I just got a couple of more changes in your program. If you turn to race 6 here today, we have a late scratch, number 8, Mystical Sarabi is out judges. Judges scratch number 8, Mystical Sarabi in race 6 here today. And we do have another scratch in race 10. Number 2, Merle Boy is also a judges scratch. 2, Merle Boy is out judges in race 10. So those are 2 additional scratches on today's card. Pacers will be on the track for the first in just a moment. Again, due to the conditions today, horses will probably come onto the track a little later than usual and probably go to the gate a little bit quicker with the snow coming in and out and the chilly temperatures here today. So make sure you get your mutuals in and don't be shut out any wagers that you want to make here today. And the Pacers on the track for today's first half of the early double, start of that mandatory pick 5, even though there's no carryover today. Got exacta, trifecta, win, place, and show. We have a condition optional claiming pace. The purse set for $6,000. Leading the post parades today, all decked out in his Christmassy uniform, is Tico and his outrider, Missy Rothas. Here's the field for the first. Number 1, That's My Harley, owned by the trainer-driver, Keith Cash Jr. Number 2 is Charbro Orbit, owned by Keith Binkowski. Milo Zedular Jr., the trainer, with Dave McKnight III. 3 is American General, owned by the trainer Joe Alba, the driver Drew Monty. 4 is Falcons Luke, owned by Phil Beeler. Russell Bratt trains, a Denny Bucherri. 5, Duar and Jack, out judges 6, Jeremy's General. Now owned by Mike Torsello. Sam Smith is the new trainer. Kevin Cummings is the driver. And the 7 is Nothing to See Here, owned by Barry Franklin, trained and driven by Sean McDonough. 8, Hold the Gold is out judges as well, so we're down to a 6-pack. In race 1, we have the start of our early double in pick 5. Exacta, trifecta, win, play, show. Condition optional claiming event per $6,000. Again, 31 degrees, track is good. Judges take out 5, Duar and Jack, and 8, Hold the Gold. Race 2, the other half of the double. Judges take out 6, Sizzle and Summer, and 8, Bravo Tex. And all the way in race number 5, judges take out 2, Slick Fella, and 3, Betting on Lermis. And out sick today is the 5, Sexy Blue Chip. No superfecta wager in race 5. You got 3 minutes to wager on the double and pick 5. Less than 3 minutes. Get them in. Last call to wager on the early double and pick 5. Coming up on last call, you got less than a minute. Starter calls the Pacers. Gates rolling on race number 1. Start of the early double in pick 5. Field down to a 6-pack as the 5, Dewar and Jack, and the 8 hold the gold. Both judges scratches. Right now the 6-5 favorite, 6, Jeremy's General, as he looks for win number 4 in a row. Again, we're also tracking trainer Sean McDonough, who's got 7. Nothing to see here as he tries to expand his training lead. And our final program of 2022, and they are off and pacing. Down along the inside, that's my Harley. Center of the racetrack, there goes Falcons Luke. Down along the inside, Charbro Orbit as they go into the first turn. And you got American General getting away in their 5th, Jeremy's General. And the trailer, nothing to see here. By the 8th and down the backside, they go to the opening quarter, Keith Cash Jr. And that's my Harley out there, a length and a half on top of Falcons Luke, who got a pocket trip in 2nd, pacing along 3rd, Charbro Orbit. In their 4th, that is American General. They're by the quarter in 29-2. Into the turn they go, and that's my Harley on top. Falcons Luke, then Charbro Orbit, American General. Jeremy's General getting anxious from 5th, and now Kevin sends him to the outside as the 4-5 favorite. Nothing to see here, can see them all from last. As they go by 3/8, they come to the half mile. The leader on the front end, that's my Harley. Up on the outside, Jeremy's General with cover. Here comes the American General. So the Generals are 1-2 on the outside. Down the inside of Falcons Luke. Charbro Orbit, nothing to see here. The half in 1:03. 31-1 second quarter, well rated by Cash, and that's my Harley. Up on the outside, putting on the pressure. Jeremy's General on the inside. Falcons Luke, American General, his 2nd over and poised to strike. Then you got Charbro Orbit, nothing to see here as they pace down the backside to 3/4. And now Cash steps on the gas with That's My Harley. On the outside, Jeremy's General. On the inside, Falcons Luke. Outside, American General, 3/4, 1:30-3. 30 flat down the backside as they go through the final turn. Up by a neck, that's my Harley. Outside, Jeremy's General. Then you got American General on the inside. Don't forget about Falcons Luke with an 1/8 of a mile to go. And Jeremy's General is trying to take over. That's my Harley battles back into the passing lane. Falcons Luke far outside American General. They pace the final 16th. Jeremy's General on the outside. Jeremy's General gets it done. Looks like maybe Falcons Luke over That's My Harley also had a fast closing Charbro Orbit, 201-1. And the judges put up number 6, Jeremy's General. First over grind gets the job done over the 4 Falcons Luke in the passing lane for 2nd. And then your pace setter, the 1, That's My Harley, rounds out the trifecta. 6-4-1 in the first, 201-1. Back in the winner's circle, the 6, Jeremy's General, a big gelding 12-year-old by Jeremy's Jet out of the Art Major mare, Major Delight. Now owned in Hamburg, New York by Mike Torsello, the trainer Sam Smith, and the winning driver of the meet, Kevin Cummings. Win number 4 in a row here at Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel to close out the meet. The 6, Jeremy's General, his 11th win and 33 on the season. Race 1, it's official. 6, Jeremy's General and Kevin Cummings, 370, 350, and 250. Second, the 4, Falcons Luke. Denny Bucheri at 980 and 310. Third of the 1, That's My Harley. Keith Cash Jr. 270. 6-4 Exacta, 3120. 641, the dollar try. It paid $33.75. Rundown for the first in just a moment. And the rundown for the first, That's My Harley, third. Charmer Orbit is 4. American General is 5. Falcons Luke is second. Dewar and Jack, a judge's scratch. Jeremy's General is the winner. Nothing to see here, finish 6th, and hold the gold, 8 judges scratch. The top down is 3, 4, 5, 2 scratch, 1, 6 scratch on the bottom. 2, 0, 1, and 1. Race 1 goes to the 6, Jeremy's General, and the driver, Kevin Cummings. 4 in a row at Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel for the 6, Jeremy's General. Second race coming up next. We got Exacta Try and Super, Win Play Show. Condition optional claiming pace down to a field of 6. The 6 Sizzle and Summer and 8 Bravo Tex are both judges' scratches. You got 8 minutes of post time at 3:18. If I could have your attention, please. We have 2 additional scratches in today's 13th and final. Race 13, number 3, Adios Muchachos, a judge's scratch. Judges take out number 3, Adios Muchachos, in race 13. Also in race 13, number 8, Bugatti, is out sick. Scratch number 8, Bugatti, sick out of today's 13th and final. Well, that takes us back to race 2. Second race coming up next, Exact the Try, Super Effecta Wagering. This race is down to a field of 6 as well. 6 Sizzlin' Summer and 8 Bravo Tex are both out judges. Hot Pixies down to 512. I got 2517 on my ticket. I got the 2. A Cowboy. Drew Monty for Joe Scavera. Winner of 3 in a row before last start. He had post 6. Now he gets post 2 against the 6-horse field. And Drew Monty is back in the bike, like I said, for Joe Scavera. Right now it's 7-2. Second, I do like 5, Always a Force. Now Jennifer in a must-win situation with her 7 today, as she's trying to catch and get back her lead in the trainer standings, of course, being closing day. Whoever wins the day will win the trophy. She's trying to get there with Always a Force. Danny Bucherri going to be in the bike. This one dropping from an optional 18 to an optional 8 here today. And right now he's on the board at 28-1. Third of the 1, Duncan Beach. Another one dropping in class here this afternoon from the Nowers of 4,500 and this Nowers of 2,500. When he first arrived here from Saratoga, he raced in an open 2, was second in a dead heat that day from the rail, only missed 2 lengths. He's getting played right now at 7-2. And to round out the Super, I like 7, My Money Honey. So I'm going to go 2517. Hot Pick's going to go 512. They must have had one of the scratch horses on their ticket. So they're down to just a try. Anyway, about 2 minutes to post. Horses will be on the track. Like I said, they come out a little later today due to the cold and snowy conditions. Come out a little later and be going to the gate a little sooner. So make sure you get your mutuals bought and paid for and ready to rock for race number 2. Of course, after the second race here this afternoon, we will be doing the Lifetime Achievement Awards. Freaky Flyer Bettor's Reward in Park Hill Horton being acknowledged here today. And the Pacers on the track for race number 2. Exact the Try Super. Win, place, and show. Condition optional. Claiming pace per set for $7,200. Here's the field. The 1, Duncan Beach, owned by Mike Ventura. Jim McKnight, the trainer. Jim McKnight Jr. will be the driver. Number 2 is A Cowboy, owned by Yvonne Deschamel. That is trainer Joe Scavera, the driver. Drew Monty, the 3, Major Asset. Home with the trainer Chris Nadell, along with Winifred Ann Sweeney. That is Mike Baumeister. 4 is Long-Legged John, owned by the trainer-driver Keith Cash Jr. 5, Always a Force, owned by Mark Toth. Jennifer Giuliani trains. Denny Bucherri drives. 6 Sizzlin' Summer out judges 7 My Money Honey. Home with the driver Kyle Cummings, the trainer Tammy Cummings, and the judges take out 8 Bravo Tex. So that's your field of 6 left to go in race 2. Exacta Try and Super Win Play Show. Condition optional claiming pace purse set for $7,200. The judges take out 6 Sizzlin' Summer and the 8 Bravo Tex. Less than 3 minutes of post time. Less than 3. Get them in. Scoring of lead starter calls the Pacers. Post time for race number 2. Gates rolling. Field scratch down to 6. 6 Sizzlin' Summer and 8 Bravo Tex are both out judges. Current even money favorite is the 4, Long-Legged John. The gate rolls off the turn, top of the stretch, and here they come. They're rough and pacing. Duncan Beach on the inside, a Cowboy. Center of the racetrack, there goes Always a Force. And Denny Bucherri looking for the lead into the clubhouse turn. So Always a Force will power his way to the front. Duncan Beach on the inside, a Cowboy settles in third. And you got Major Asset in the trailers, Long-Legged John and My Money Honey. Down the back stretch, they go to the opening quarter. On the outside, Duncan Beach looking to go on a retake here. Always a Force now back to the pocket. Then you got a Cowboy opening quarter, 28-3. Into the turn, Duncan Beach now the new leader. On the board right now is the 9-5 betting choice. Pacing along in second, Always a Force in their third, a Cowboy. Major Asset looks things over from fourth, then Long-Legged John, the gray, and My Money Honey still the trailer. Single file to the half mile, and they're all chasing Duncan Beach. Jim McKnight Jr. prone on the bike, up by almost 2 lengths. Always a Force, then a Cowboy. Major Asset, Long-Legged John. My Money Honey, the half rolls 58-4. 30-1 second quarter of the clubhouse turn they go. Duncan Beach is still the 1. Always a Force trying to keep pace from second. In their third, a Cowboy. Here comes a Long-Legged John on the outside. That'll get the Cowboy in gear. Then Major Asset on the outside, My Money Honey, but they all better hurry because Duncan Beach is getting away. He's up by 5 and looking for more. 3/4 and 1, 27-4. 29 flat down the backside. And Duncan Beach has about 5 or 6 to play with. Up on the outside, Long-Legged John. Inside, a Cowboy, My Money Honey, as they make their turn for home. Duncan Beach turns first. That horse of a different color, Long-Legged John, trying to reel him in. They're coming down to a 16th to go. Duncan Beach now needs a line. Long-Legged John catching him with every stride. Who do you like? Duncan Beach hangs on. Long-Legged John with a great effort for second. My Money Honey and A Cowboy, 158-1. Judges at post number 1, Duncan Beach takes it all the way after the retake over the 4, Long-Legged John. 7, My Money Honey over the 2, A Cowboy. 147-2 in race 2 and 158-1. Making his way back to the winner's circle, the 1, Duncan Beach. The big gelding 4-year-old by Roll with Joe out of the Some Beach Somewhere mare. Some Street Somewhere is owned in Tonawanda, New York by Mike Ventura. The trainer, Jim McKnight. The driver, Jim McKnight Jr. 7 wins, 33 on the season for the 1, Duncan Beach. All right, second race, it is official. The 1, Duncan Beach, Jim McKnight Jr., 590, 320, and 270. Second, the 4, Long-Legged John and Keith Cash Jr., 350 and 260. Third of the 7, My Money Honey and Kyle Cummings at 360. 1-4 Exacta, 1780. 147 the try at 27. 6-1 double today, paid 1240. 147-2 the dollar super at 67.50. Well, the rundown right now, race 2. All right, rundown race 2. Duncan Beach is the winner. A Cowboy is 4. Major Asset is 5. Long-Legged John was second. Always a 4-6. Sizzling Summer out judges. My Money Honey was third, and Bravo Tax out judges. 145-26, scratch 3, scratch on the bottom. 158-1. Winner of race 2, the 1, Duncan Beach, and the driver, Jim McKnight Jr. All right, coming up next, we got race number 3. Got the start of our early 50-cent pick 4, Exacta Try and Super Win Play Show. A condition optional claiming event with a field of 8. Will go in 12 minutes at 3:28. Changes in the pick 4, race 5. 2 Slick Fella, 3 betting on Lermis, a judge's scratch. And the 5 Sexy Blue Chip out sick, race 6. Number 8 Mystical Sarabi, a judge's scratch. Those are your changes in the pick 4. If I could have your attention, please, we are going to do the Lifetime Achievement Awards. 3 horses aging out here today. The Upstate New York Chapter and United States Harness Riders Association and Batavia Downs are honoring 3 14-year-old veteran racehorses who will officially retire on January the 1st of 2023. These horses have competed at the Downs this season and are being presented with a trophy commemorating their outstanding careers. First up, we have Freaky Flyer. Freaky Flyer has been a fixture at Batavia Downs over the last 9 years. He has raced his heart out at tracks from New York to Florida ever since he was 2 years old without ever missing a year of action. The Freak, as he is known, has averaged 35 starts per year his entire career and has his best season in 2018, winning a total of 10 races, 4 of which were here at Batavia. During his career, Freaky Flyer won a total of 63 races and over $374,000 in purses. He has entered his forever home as his new owners in Avon, New York, where he's being spoiled with his favorite treat, bananas. Trainer Rose Russo owned and raced Freaky Flyer prior to his retirement. And we want to honor today Freaky Flyer. We'd also like to honor today Better's Reward. Better's Reward made his first parimutuel start at Batavia Downs on September the 28th of 2010 and got his first lifetime parimutuel victory here 2 weeks later, winning a maiden in 2:03-1. After having success in the New York Sire Stakes at 3, Better's Reward went on to become a hard-knocking open-class age pacer in Canada and on the New York, New Jersey circuit. For 2 years, he faced the likes of Golden Receiver, Escape the News, Up the Credit, and Hypnotic Blue Chip, but unfortunately suffered from soundness issues from 2014 rather to 2018, where he only made 14 starts. He came back strong in 2019 though and raced 147 starts his final 4 years and closed out a career with 6 wins in 2022. His last coming at Batavia on October the 8th. He had 43 lifetime wins and over $453,000 lifetime. Owned by the Fortune of One LLC, this is Better's Reward. And he was never a star or stakes winner, but Park Hill Horton came to work every day for 13 years and earned his way to a well-deserved retirement. He's a horse that liked to leave and often found himself on the front, trotting his best with the lead. His lifetime mark of 154-2 was taken at Vernon Downs in 2016, but his win of 158 at Batavia this year was the fastest since 2017. And his $27,508 in earnings this year also was the second best of the 1 year bank deposit in his lifetime. His final start in Batavia came this past Wednesday, December the 14th, where he finished second in a close finish. Overall, during his career, he won 36 races and just under $200,000 in purse money. Park Hill Horton is owned and trained by Rachel Mungillo. Congratulations to these outstanding veterans. Again, Freaky Flyer, Better's Reward, and Park Hill Horton. If I could have your attention, please, we got late scratches coming up in your program in race 6. If you turn to race 6 in your program, number 5, P.L. Olivia is a judge's scratch. Judges scratch number 5, P.L. Olivia in race 6. In the 8th race, number 3, Light-Footed Legend, a judge's scratch. Race 8, number 3, Light-Footed Legend is a judge's scratch out of race 8. And our final scratch, hopefully, in the 9th race, number 6, 3 Dragons is a judge's scratch. Judges take out 6, 3 Dragons in race number 9. Those are late changes coming across for the first time. You got about 6 minutes to post for race number 3, coming up at 3:40. All right, third race coming up next. Start of our early 50-cent pick 4. We got Exacta Try and Super Win Play Show. Condition optional claiming pace. A full field of 8. Hot picks 1, 5, 4, and 2. I like 5, 2, 6, and 8. So a little bit of a disagreement here. I like the 5, a game changer. Kyle Cummings in the bike for Jim Clauser Jr. Had the 7-hole last start, but he won the previous 2 starts. Won against this class at a post 2, and he won out of post 7 wire to wire against non-winners of 1,500. Let's see if he can't get back on the winning ways here. Right now he's on the board at 4-1. Second 2, Make Some Waves. Well, Make Some Waves made some huge waves 2 starts back. He went wire to wire against the non-winners of 2,500, then came back up to the optional 12s. Finished third last week off the rail. Missed 6.5 lengths, but now let's see what he can do. From the 2-hole, gets Drew Monty back in the bike for Joe Scavera. Right now it's 7-1. Third down the 6th, Tullo. Kevin Cummings for David Russo. Got a nice third against an hours of 2,500 last start. Comes back up to a class which he skipped over recent times. He was racing against non-winners of 8,500 and opened 3 down the bottom of the program. Kevin Cummings for David Russo, and right now he's on the board at 2-1. Right now he's your current favorite on that last flash. And to round out the Super, the 8 Blue Spanx. 5, 2, 6, 8. Hot picks 1, 5, 4, 2. Who do you like in the third and the pick 4? Got about 3 minutes to figure it out. 3 minutes till post. Don't forget. In the pick 4, we do have scratches. In race 5, we have 3. So there'll be no superfect in the 5th. 2 Slick Fella, 3 Betting on Lermis, a judge's scratch. And the 5 Sexy Blue Chip is out sick. And then in race 6, that additional change, the 5 PL Olivia, a judge's scratch. Also the 8 Mystical Sarabi, out judges as well. So those are your changes in the upcoming pick 4. The Pacers will be on the track in just a moment. Pacers are on the track for today's third. We featured the start of our early 50-cent pick four. Got exact to try and super win, place, and show. Condition optional claiming event, purse set for $9,000. The one is Angelo J. Frau by Dale Wareham. Chris Rickard trains. Christian Myers, the driver. Two is Make Some Waves, owned by Rocco Stebbins. Joe Scavera trains with driver Drew Monty. Three is Catch a Lefty, owned by John Volkish and Jane Stanley. Bob Stanley trains with Mike Baumeister. Four is Pogie Beach, owned by the trainer-driver Rock Vinci. Five, a Game Changer, owned by Bill Emmons, Jim Clauser Jr. The driver is Kyle Cummings. Six, Tullo, owned by Marissa Russo. David Russo trains at Kevin Cummings. Seven, Daylight Rush, owned by trainer Cassie Johnson, driver Dave McKnight III. And the eight is Blue Spanx, owned by Joe Boza. Keith Cash Jr. trains and drives. That's your full field of 8 for race 3. Exacta Tri Super, start of the pick 4. Condition optional claiming event, purse set for $9,000. Again, no change in the third or the fourth. Race 5, we have changes. Scratch Judges 2, Slick Fella. And Judges take out 3, Betting on Lermis. Out 6, the 5, Sexy Blue Chip. No super in race 5. And race 6, the 5, PL Olivia. And the 8, Mystical Sarabi. Judges scratches. Less than 3 minutes to get them in. Less than 3. Seven-day late rush had to return to the paddock flat tire on the race bike. So 7-day late rush, getting a tire repair or a new bike as he'll go back to the paddock. So windows remain open. He is in the race. So if you don't see him out on the track, he has gone back to the paddock for equipment repair. All right, 7-day late rush has returned to the racetrack. Once he comes around and joins the other horses on the backstretch, we'll have about less than a minute to wager on the pick 4. Starter calls the Pacers for race number 3. Last call to get in on the pick 4. Full field of 8 Pacers, condition optional claimers, going for a purse of $9,000. They'll start today's early pick 4. And right now the 9-5 favorite is the 3, Catch a Lefty. A pretty wide open third, top of the stretch, and here they come. They're rough and pacing down along the inside. Angelo J. Fra. There goes Catch a Lefty. Mike Baumeister looking for the lead. Tullo also on a lead for Kevin Cummings as he looks for a spot. Looks like he's going to get a nice one in third if he can get up there. And you got Make Some Waves. Then you got Pogie Beach, a game changer in the early trailers. Daylight Rush, Blue Spanks. Down the backside they go the opening quarter. The front running Catch a Lefty. The Australian bred leads it by 2.5, 3. Angelo J. Fra, the opening quarter, 28 flat. In the snow, Catch a Lefty catches a left turn into turn number 2, and he leads it by 2. Then Angelo J. Fra. Then he got Tullo. Now getting anxious there from fourth, Make Some Waves. And you got Pogie Beach and a game changer. Daylight Rush and Blue Spanks as they head to the half mile. As the second tier begins to form behind Catch a Lefty. Running that charge is Make Some Wave on the outside for Monty. Then Angelo J. Fra, the half, 57 and 4. 29 and 4 in the second quarter. The clubhouse turn they go. Catch a Lefty looking to make it 2 in a row. On the inside, Angelo J. Fra. Outside, Make Some Waves. Getting cover is Pogie Beach. Trapped along the inside is Tullo. Third over on the outside, a game changer. Then you got Daylight Rush. And now joining the fray on the outside, Blue Spanks. So 4 in, 4 out as they approach three quarters. Catch a Lefty holding them all at bay. 3 quarters and 1, 26 and 3. 28 and 4 in the third quarter. And Catch a Lefty, how much does he have left? Well, Angelo's going to come find out as Angelo J. Fra just popped the deuce. Tullo's right behind him. Daylight Rush is sneaking up the cones with an eighth of a mile to pace. On the inside, Catch a Lefty. Here comes Daylight Rush into the passing lane. Daylight Rush looking to swoop by at 38-1 on the far outside, game changer. Daylight Rush at 38-1 gets it done in 157-1. Well, this is what winter racing's all about, folks. It finishes like that. And the 7 Daylight Rush went from having a flat tire in a post parade, went back, got that changed. And the next thing you know, he finds himself in the winner's circle at 38-1. Photo is for place. There was a wall of them going across the track there. Judges trying to sort that out. And while they do, let's take a look at the unofficial winner. 7 Daylight Rush is a big gelding 9-year-old by Art Colony. Out of the Falcon Sealster mare, it's Pass with Caution. Owned and trained at Salamanca, New York by Cassie Johnson. Driven to victory by Dave McKnight III. It's 2 in a row. Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. Win number 5 and 22 on the season for number 7, Daylight Rush. Judges post number 6, Tullo got up for second. The 1 Angelo J. Fra was third. And the 3 Catch a Lefty rounds out your super. 7-6-1-3 unofficial in race 3, 157-1. Third race, it is official. 7 Daylight Rush and Dave McKnight the third light up the board. It's $79 for the win. $23.80 to place and $10.40 to show. Second, the 6 Tullo and Kevin Cummings, $9.60 and $6.20. Third of the 1 Angelo J. Fron, Christian Myers at $5.90. 7-6 Exacta paid $1,073. 7-6 won the dollar try at $2,766. And if you had that trifecta, well, you had the super. 7-6 1 all paid $3,091.50. Complete rundown for the third in just a moment. All right, third race rundown. Angelo J. Frau was third. Make Some Waves 8. Catch a Lefty 4. Poggy Beach 6. A Game Changer 5. Tullo second. Daylight Rush the winner. Blue Spanks is 7th. 384-652-17 and 157-1. Third race, the 7 Daylight Rush, and driver Dave McKnight the third. Daylight Rush, a winner of 2 in a row here at Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. Race 4 coming up next. Start of our mid-double. We got Exacta Tri Super Win Play Show. Condition optional claiming pace. Field of 8. No changes in race 4. The other half of the double, race 5. Judges take out 2 Slick Fella and 3 Betting on Lermis. Out sick is the 5 Sexy Blue Chip. No super in race 5. And if I could have your attention, please. We have the Good Samaritan Award going to Mr. Ron Beback Jr., the upstate chapter of New York and the United States Harness Writers Association in Batavia Downs. They're pleased to honor Mr. Ron Beback Jr. All right, welcome back. Race number 4, start of our mid-double here this afternoon. Exacta Tri Super Win Place Show. Condition optional claiming pace. Full field of 8. Hot Pick's going to go 7-5-1-2. I'm going to go 2-7-5-3. I like the 2 Century Grizzly. Century Grizzly tried to win last week against an hours of 2,500. He ended up 4th. Gets Ray Fisher Jr. in the bike for David Russo. Let's see if he can't get his second win of the season. Right now he's a bit of a long shot at 25-1, but that's a great value. Second down on the 7, Confidence Man. This is Hot Picks' top pick. The only thing that bothers me is post position, but this horse shows he can take some air here. Kind of like he did last week. Last week he was parked the mile, still got a check. He was parked the mile the week before, still hit the board. Well, he's going to have to pull some magic out of his hat today as he comes from post 7. Right now he's getting a lot of love at 4-1. Drew Monty driving for Joe Scavera. Third to go to the 5, Barry Hanover. Mr. Consistency hasn't missed a check all the way down the program. So I think he can hit the board against these. He's hit the board this year, 14 of 35, even though he's only got 1 win this season. But if you don't have any of your exotics, it could be a naughty. And to round out the Super, I'm going to go with 3, Major Authority, now trained by Andy Gardner. Kevin Cummings doing the driving. Let's see if he can't round out the Super as he returns from Saratoga. 2-7-5-3, Hot Pick 7-5-1-2. Pacers will be on the track in just a few minutes. Now, the Good Samaritan Award that I was going to read off there after the 3rd race, Ron B. Back Jr. back in the barn area prepping for a later race. So he's going to get in the paddock here, get his horse ready to go. And after the 6th race, we will do Ronnie's Good Samaritan Award. Pacers are on the track for the fourth race. Start of our mid-double. We got Exacta Try and Super. Win, place, show. We have a condition optional claiming event. Going for a purse of $9,000. The one, Raylan Givens. Owned by Justine Oho. Mike Oho, the trainer, with the driver, Mike Ballmeister. Number 2 is Century Grizzly. Owned by the Ultra Racing Stable. David Russo trains. The driver, Ray Fisher, Jr. 3 is Major Authority. Owned by Winifred Ann Sweeney. Andy Gardner trains. And Kevin Cummings. 4 is Gorgeous View, owned by Kristen and co-owner trainer Andrew Torrey. That is Keith Cash, Jr. 5, Barry Hanover, owned by John Six. Judy Blonde trains with Dave McKnight III. 6, Lana's Desire, owned by Bill Emmons, Jim Clauser Jr. with Kyle Cummings. 7, Confidence Man, owned by Rocco Stebbins, Joe Scavera with Drew Monty, the driver. And number 8, Best Brew, owned by May Smith. Jim McKnight is the trainer, Jim McKnight Jr. in the sulky. Field of 8, race 4, start of our mid-double here this afternoon. Exacta Try and Super, win, place, and show. Condition optional claiming event, per set for $9,000. No change in the fourth. In the fifth race, other half of the double. 2, Slick Fella. 3, Betting on Lurmis, a judge's scratch. 5, Sexy Blue Chip is out sick. Less than 3 minutes to post time, less than 3. Less than a minute to wager on the mid-double here at Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. The starters rolling the truck out to the center of the track. He's going to open up the wings and call the Pacers for race 4. Full field of 8, condition optional claiming Pacers set for a purse of $9,000. 6-5 favorite on the board is the 3, Major Authority. The gate rolls off the turn, top of the stretch, picking up speed, and here they come. They're rough and pacing. Major Authority are on cue out there looking for the lead. Raylan Givens down along the inside. Century Grizzly going to get away third, and then you got Gorgeous View. Pacing back in fifth, that's Barry Hanover. Then Lana's Desire, Confidence Man, and the early trailer is Best Brew. By the 8th and down the backside, they go to the opening quarter. They're all chasing Major Authority, making his return from Saratoga. On there, a length and a half for Kevin Cummings. Then you got Raylan Givens. Pacing along third is Century Grizzly. Then you got Gorgeous View and Barry Hanover. The opening quarter, 28-4. Lana's Desire sits 6. Then you got Confidence Man and Best Brew. As they go single file through turn number 2, the snow starts to come down here in Batavia. It's the leader. It is a Major Authority. The inside, Raylan Givens. Up on the outside now, making a move. Here comes the 4, or rather the 2, Century Grizzly. Then you got the 5, Barry Hanover. The 4 stayed in. Gorgeous View, Lana's Desire. Third up on the outside, Confidence Man and Best Brew, the half, and 58-4. 32nd quarter, well rated by Kevin on Major Authority. On the inside, Raylan Givens. Outside, Century Grizzly. Inside, Gorgeous View. Outside, Barry Hanover. On the inside, Confidence Man. Outside for Lana's Desire. And then Best Brew trails. 5 in and 3 out to 3 quarters. They're all chasing Major Authority. On the outside, Century Grizzly. Inside, Raylan Givens, a perfect trip. 3 quarters and 128. 29-1 in the third quarter. The field is bunching through the final turn with Major Authority still the 1. On the far outside, here comes Barry Hanover. Now popping the deuce. Raylan Givens with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Major Authority turns with the lead. Mr. Fourth Quarter, Raylan Givens in the middle of the racetrack. Down along the inside, here comes Gorgeous View. Far outside, Barry Hanover. They're lining up for a finish. Who do you like in the 4th? It looks to be maybe Gorgeous View. Did he or did he not? It's 63-1. Photo for win in 158-3. Well, looking at the slow motion replay, that was close between the 4 Gorgeous View and 3 Major Authority. And indeed, the 4 Gorgeous View in the lightning lane at 63-1. Gets up over the 4-5 favorite, the 3 Major Authority. The 1 Raylan Givens in the center of the racetrack was 3rd, and the 5 Barry Hanover on the outside finished 4th. Well, the lightning lane in the snow is on fire today. Another upset victory, this time by the 4 Gorgeous View. The brown gelding 8-year-old by He's Gorgeous out of the Presidential Ball Mare, Armborough View. Owned in Glenwood, New York by Kristen along with her husband, trainer Andrew Torrey. Driven to victory by Keith Cash Jr. His 2nd win in 22 on the season. And that equals a season's best for the 4 Gorgeous View. Race 4, it's official. Bombs away once again. The 4 Gorgeous View. Keith Cash Jr., $128 for the win. $13.80 to place, $8.40 to show. Second, the 3 Major Authority and Kevin Cummings, $280 and $280. Third of the 1 Raylan Givens and Mike Ballmeister, $690. 4-3 Exacta, $430. 431 the dollar try, it's $779. And again, if you had the try, you had the super. 431 and all, paid $1,894.50. Rundown for the fourth in just a moment. Rundown race 4, Raylan Givens third, Century Grizzly 8, Major Authority 2, Gorgeous View the winner. Barry Hanover was fourth, Lana's Desire 5, Confidence Man 6, and Best Brew 7. 382, 145, 6, 7, 158, and 3. Race 4 of the Ford Gorgeous View and driver Keith Cash Jr. Fifth race coming up next. We got exacta trifecta wagering only, no super. Win, place, and show. We have condition optional claiming pacers. Field down to 5, 2 Slick Fella. 3 betting on Lermis, a judge's scratch. 5 Sexy Blue Chip is out sick. And you got about 8 minutes post time at 4:20. If I could have your attention, please, we have down by the winner's circle, Pacer of the Meet. Stranger Things became the winningest horse and top money earner of the meet, regardless of age, gait, or gender. After amassing a total of 8 victories and $71,300 in purses while facing the best pacers on the grounds each week. Overall, in 2022, Stranger Things put together a career year with 31 starts, 12 wins, 6 seconds and 2/3, $103,945 in earnings. He also highlighted the year by taking a new lifetime mark of 153-2 here on October the 22nd. Stranger Things is owned by Virginian Kathy Schoeffel. Jim Ruther and is trained by Angela Nappo. Congratulations to all the connections of our Pacer of the Meet, Stranger Things. And don't forget, fans, Customer Appreciation Night coming up here soon. We'll be giving away random gifts in the enclosed grandstands after today's 9th race. Make sure you bring your coupons that will be in the inside of today's program. All right, race 5 coming up next. I got Exacta Trifecta. Again, no superfecta due to the scratches. Win, place, and show will be available. Condition optional claiming event. 2 Slick Fella, 3 Betting on Lermis out judges, and the 5 Sexy Blue Chip out sick. Hot pick's going to go 7-1-6 after the evaporation of the super. I'm going to go 1-6-7. So we agree on the numbers. I like 1 Play Rock. This guy dropping in class. Last week he had a perfect trip against Nowers 2500 at a 5th. But now he gets the rail in a 5-horse field against Nowers at 1500. And right now he's 3-2 as Ray Fisher Jr. drives for Ryan Swift. He's looking for his 5th win of the year. If you look back on October the 15th, he did beat Nowers 6500 from post 3. Second, I do like 6, Milan Blue, the new gray horse in the field. Denny Bucherri's going to drive for new trainer Jim Rothus. This one coming in from Delaware. Was put on Lasix 2 starts back, finished 7th out of the 9-hole, but then he came back and on the rail and finished 4th. So let's see what the Lasix can do for him here in Western New York against this short field. And after all the scratches, he gets to start from post 3. So that's a pretty good stroke of luck there in your first start. You go from post 6 to post 3, and right now he's on the board at 15-1. And to round out the try, I like 7, Rockin' the Blaze. So Hot Picks puts that 7 on top with the 1-6, and I like the 1-6-7. Pacers will be on the track on a snowy afternoon here in Batavia in a couple minutes. Pacers are on the track for race 5. We got Exacta Trifecta wagering only. No super, win, place, and show will be available. Condition optional claiming pace per set for $6,000. The one is Play Rock, owned by the Tanamera Farms LLC and Swift Racing Stable. Ryan Swift trains. Ray Fisher Jr. in the sulky. 2 Slick Fell out judges. 3 Betting on Lermis out judges. So we go to the 4 Rocket Baby, owned by the trainer Brad Jackson along with Cynthia Nostro. That is Jim McKnight Jr. 5 Sexy Blue Chip is out sick. We go to the 6, Milan Blue. The gray is owned by Matthew Miller, trained now by Jim Rothus, and driven by Denny Bucherri. 7 Rockin' the Blaze, owned by Rocco Stebbins, Joe Scavera, the driver, Drew Monty. And the 8 is Silver Hill Blaze, owned by Kristen and co-owner, trainer, and driver, Andy Torrey. We're down to a field of 5 in race 5. Exacta Trifecta. No super, win, place, and show. Condition optional claiming event set for $6,000. Judges take out 2 Slick Fella and 3 Betting on Lermis. Out sick, it's the 5 Sexy Blue Chip. 2-minute warning, 2 minutes, get them in. Scoring complete. Starter calls the Pacers. Race number 5. The gate is rolling. Race 5, we're down to 5. The 2, Slick Fella. The 3, Betting on Lermis, the judges scratch. The 5, Sexy Blue Chip, is out sick. No superfecta wagering here in the 5th. Current favorite at 3-4, now 4-5. Everybody's on 7, Rockin' the Blaze. They're picking up speed at the top of the stretch, and here they come. They're rough and pacing, Rockin' the Blaze out there looking for the lead. Down along the inside, Play Rock. And then you got Rocket Baby, then the gray, that's Milan Blue, and the trailer, Silver Hill Blaze. As they head by the 8th pole and down the backstretch, the opening quarter, and Drew Monty trying to clear. Rockin' the Blaze, trying to get in front of Play Rock, who finally releases. And now Ray Fisher Jr. looking to go on the retake. So Play Rock on the outside looking to go for the lead. Then back to second now, Rockin' the Blaze, opening quarter, 28-3. So a quick quarter on the snow-covered racetrack, and Play Rock leads the way. On the inside, second, Rockin' the Blaze. Then you got Rocket Baby, Milan Blue, and Silver Hill Blaze. Single file, the quintet goes by the 3/8. They'll head to the half mile, and they're all chasing the 1, Play Rock. He's on the board as your 8-5 second choice. The 2-5 favorite, Rockin' the Blaze, sits the pocket in second. Pacing along third, it's Rocket Baby, then Milan Blue and Silver Hill Blaze. They go by the half in a minute. 31-2 in the second quarter, and through the snowflakes they go to the clubhouse turn. It's Play Rock. On the inside, Rockin' the Blaze. On the inside, third, Rocket Baby. Now that horse of a different color, blending in with the snow. Milan Blue, but it didn't blend in very well because Drew Monty just popped the deuce with the Rockin' the Blaze. Play Rock on the inside, trying to fight back. Then Rocket Baby, Milan Blue, and Silver Hill Blaze. They go to 3/4, putting his head in front, Rockin' the Blaze, and 129-4. Into the final turn, Rockin' the Blaze, Play Rock on the inside, Rocket Baby, 3 wide for the drive for Jimmy Jr. As they approach 7/8, they'll make their turn for the wire. Here we go again, horses coming from everywhere. On the inside, it's up, Rockin' the Blaze down the center. It's Rocket Baby at 13-1. Rocket Baby, Jim McKnight Jr. wins the 5th. Play Rock is second, tight for third, 159-3. For Rocket Baby, thunders down the middle of the stretch to get the victory over the 1, Play Rock. Photo is for show, 4-1 and a photograph, and 159-3. Six, Milan Blue got up for third. 4-1-6 in the 5th, 159-3. Making his way back to the winner's circle, the 4, Rocket Baby. The brown gelding 6-year-old by Big Bad John of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare, our Nartic Rockette. Owned in Buffalo, New York by Cynthia Nostro, along with trainer Brad Jackson of Amherst. Driven to victory. This will be a double this afternoon for Jim McKnight Jr. Third win and 37 on the season. Takes his lifetime earnings over $200,000 here today. The 4, Rocket Baby. Race 5, it is official. The 4 Rocket Baby and Jim McKnight Jr. $29.20 for the win, $6 $4.60. Second, the 1 Play Rock and Ray Fisher Jr. $2.80 and $2.40. And third, number 6 Milan Blue and Denny Bucheri at $4.40. 4-1 Exacta paid $42.20. 4-1-6 the Trifecta paid $170.50. 4 All Double. 4 All paid $211.50. Pick 5, again, mandatory payout. So 4 of 5 was all that was needed. 5, 6, 8 coupled together. 1, 6, 8, 7, 4, 4. 4 of 5 today, $771.50. I'll have the rundown for the 5th in just a moment. And the rundown, race 5, Play Rock was second. Slick fell out, judges. Betting on Lermis out, judges. Rocket Baby, the winner. Sexy Blue Chip is out sick. Milan Blue is third. Rockin' the Blaze 5 and Silver Hill Blaze 4. 2 scratch, 1 scratch, 3, 5, 4, 159 and 3. Race 5, the 4, Rocket Baby and the driver, Jim McKnight Jr. Jim McKnight Jr. with the driving double, taking his lifetime earnings over $200,000 this afternoon. The 4, Rocket Baby. Race 6 coming up next. We want to welcome Monroe Tractor to Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. Your race coming up next, race number 6. Exacta Tri Super, win, place, and show. Condition optional claiming trot. Judges take out 5, PL Olivia. And the 8, Mystical Sarabi. We're down to a 6-pack. And they will go in 7 at 437. Also, don't forget, fans, even though this is closing day of 2022, 2023 is right around the corner. Live racing resumes on Monday, January the 9th. Post time will be at 3 o'clock. So you're kind of getting adjusted to the 3 o'clock post time. That'll be the norm coming up this winter, January and February here at Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. Again, January 9th on a Monday afternoon, live racing will resume at 3 o'clock. All right, race 6 coming up next. We want to welcome Monroe Tractor to Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon into an evening. This is your race coming up, race number 6. Exacta Tri Super Win Play Show. Condition optional claiming trotters down to a 6-pack. The 5 PL Olivia and 8 Mystical Sarabi are both out judges. Hot picks like 1, 2, 6. I'm going to go 6, 7, 1, 2. I like 6 batting stats. Last time Keith Cash Jr. drove batting stats against this class from post 6. He went wire to wire at 21 to 1. Today gets post 5 after the scratch, but he's 6 to 1. Make it 5 to 1 after the last flash. He's off Lasix here this afternoon as well as Keith Cash Jr. drives for Mike Oho, looking for his 8th win of the season. Second, I do like the 7 Unpolished. Sean McDonough trains and drives. Now Sean would like to win this race. Getting the 6 hole now in a 6-horse field. He could go up 3 here with a win on race 6 as we come up on the halfway point of the program. Right now he's on the board at 7 to 2. Third of the 1, Jump in the Jailhouse. Kevin Cummings for Sam Smith. Gets the benefit of the rail here. Dropped down this class last week and finished 4th out of post 5. I don't see why he can't hit the board here. Right now he's your even money favorite. And to round out the Super League 2, the Irishman. Jim McKnight Jr. already with a double here this afternoon. Could he win again? He's 5 to 1 as he drives for Jim McKnight. Hot picks likes 1, 2, 6, and I'm going to go 6, 7, 1, 2. And I think the trotters are coming on the track. It's getting kind of hard to see out here in less than a minute. If I could have your attention, please, we are going to have a slight delay in our program. Trying to wait for some of this lake effect snow to subside. Things are a little wild out here right now, snow coming down heavily. So we're going to hold off racing for a few minutes, see if things will clear up, and resume the program as soon as we can for the safety of the horses and drivers here this afternoon. So racing is under a weather delay here before the start of race 6. And if I could have your attention, please, since we got a little bit of a delay here for the weather, let's take a look at out in the winner's circle, Mr. Ron Beback Jr. accepting the Good Samaritan Award. The upstate New York chapter of the United States Harness Writers Association and Batavia Downs are pleased to honor Ron Beback Jr. for his heroic actions to save an overturned kayaker from drowning this past summer. The incident occurred when Beback was out fishing on August the 31st at Horseshoe Lake and at the DeWitt Recreation Area in Batavia. As he was taking this fishing gear to the water, he was approached by a man who was yelling, "She fell out of her kayak." The man's friend was an older woman who was unfamiliar with the currents in the lake on a windy day, tipped over and was unable to get back upright. Beback dashed to his truck and got his kayak and paddled out to the middle of the lake, where he was able to get the woman back in her kayak before dragging her to the center of the island, where they waited for authorities to come in a boat and get her back to shore. The event was well documented in the local news, and Beback was greeted as a hero when he arrived to the race at Batavia Downs that night. Ever humble, Beback didn't want any notoriety for his heroics and simply said in an interview, "I'm just glad I ended up there that day and was able to help." Beback's actions were representative of the caring and helpful nature harness racing horsemen and women are known for, and as such, not only helped bring someone in dire straits to safety, but also put the sport in a very positive light nationally. Congratulations, Ron Beback Jr., for the 2022 Good Samaritan Award. All right, if I could have your attention, please, down in the winner's circle, some of the recipients of our awards. Since we are under a weather delay here at Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. Our first award that we're going to read off here this afternoon is the Mare of the Meet. For the first year competing as an aged mare, Salzbrook Olympia excelled in her new classification. The 4-year-old took an impressive 150-3 lifetime mark at Woodbine Mohawk Park prior to arriving at Batavia Downs, and since has garnered 5 wins and the highest earnings of $50,530 this season of any pacing mare on the grounds, while facing the best resident and ship-in talent from all over the state. Her overall numbers in 2022, 33 starts at 10 wins, 2 seconds, and 6 thirds, $85,226 in purses earned. Salzbrook Olympia is owned by William McNeil and Ed Gork and is trained by Jennifer Giuliani. Congratulations to all the connections of our Mare of the Meet, Salzbrook Olympia. Our Trotter of the Meet, CR Blazing Beauty, is another horse boasting a career year who was also the winningest trotter of the meet, scoring 6 wins, including 4 in the Open. And this was no small task, being a mare racing against the boys every week. The 8-year-old scored a landmark win at Batavia on December the 3rd when she achieved her 50th victory of her career. For the year, CR Blazing Beauty has 37 starts, 10 wins, 9 seconds, and 4 thirds, with $105,384 in the bank. CR Blazing Beauty is owned by Marissa Russo and trained by David Russo. Congratulations for a great year with the Trotter of the Meet, CR Blazing Beauty. Our driver of the meet, after a ferocious meet-long duel between Kevin Cummings and Jim Morrill Jr. that saw the third-place driver ended up 75 wins behind both of them, the dash driving title trophy is going to go to Kevin Cummings, who finished the meet with 149, when Jim Morrill with 136. Cummings' numbers at Batavia also show 104 seconds and 72 thirds, with earnings of $1,025,000 and a UDR of 439. Cummings has won the dash title at Batavia Downs 4 times and finished second to Morrill last year. For all of 2022, Cummings has 217 wins with over $1.6 million in earnings and a UDR of 379. Those overall numbers reflect the most wins since 2015, his second highest in 1-year earnings total and the highest UDR since 2003. Morrill's numbers were just as gaudy as Batavia, where he earned $1,116,000 in purses during the meet, plus a UDR of 435 for the entire year, as Morrill sitting in second place among all drivers in North America for percentage performance. The accomplishment that Cummings and Morrill's had in common this year is they both went over the $1 million mark in earnings at Batavia Downs, and that was the first time any driver had surpassed that milestone since the track opened in 1940. As a result, both Kevin and Jim are receiving a special plaque commemorating this historic event. Congratulations to Kevin and Jim, and to Kevin Cummings, our driver of the meet. Now our trainer of the meet is still up in arms, as we have Sean McDonough sitting at 52 and Jennifer Giuliani at 50, and right now under a weather delay. So we are going to snap pictures of both of these trainers, Sean McDonough and Jennifer Giuliani. So far, for right now, Sean McDonough's Batavia tally at 276 starts of 52 wins, 39 seconds, and 40 thirds, with a UTR of 321 and a bankroll of over $384,000. His 2022 totals of 108 wins and over $820,000 earned were both career highs, and McDonough's by a wide margin. This is the first training title of Batavia Downs, if he is to do so. McDonough won the driving title here back in 2013. Also, Jennifer Giuliani having a great, outstanding year at Batavia as well. 261 starts with 50 wins, 49 seconds, and 30 thirds, and earnings of over $420,000 and a UTR 353. Her overall year-end totals of 86 wins and over $700,000 in purses, both are which career highs for the fourth conditioner. this is the second consecutive year Jennifer Giuliani would have won the title if she is able to do so. So right now we're under a weather delay to see if these two trainers will play this out. We'll have to see what happens. And we're trying to get the track back into safe racing shape. And we'll have to see what happens. We're under a weather delay. We appreciate your patience here this afternoon. If I could have your attention, please. The remainder of tonight's card has been canceled due to unsafe track conditions. Over 2 inches of snow coming down in the last 20 minutes. The track has been deemed unsafe for the drivers and horses to be on the remainder of the evening, so we're taking the rest of the night off. So that means that trainer Sean McDonough's 52 victories would be enough to take the trainer title here this afternoon. So congratulations to all our award winners. Congratulations to our winners today in our first 5 events. I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year going forward. We'll see you again on January the 9th. Post time for the first will be at 3 p.m. Also, a big thanks out to our General Manager, Don Hoover. Our first-time photographer, Wendy Lowry, and her husband, Andy, have been doing a great job down below, making sure everybody has gotten pictures and stuff. All right, we're going to do our customer appreciation in the grandstand right now. So if you're still here, hope you haven't ran away yet. If you got your coupon inside your program, we are going to do our customer appreciation night downstairs right now. So if you still got your coupon and you're still here and want to get a random gift from all of us here at Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel, it's going to happen right now in the enclosed grandstand. And again, like I was saying earlier, we a special thank you to our general manager, Don Hoover, our photographer, Wendy Lowry, and her husband, Andy. Also to our assistant race secretary, Mrs. Patty Bruno, her husband, Plez, have been driving everybody up and down here this afternoon and throughout the meet in the truck. To everybody here at Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel, it's been a great meet. Mary Bucheri, my left-hand lady, been giving me all the info throughout the day and throughout the meet for everything that you hear up here. Thank you for a great meet in 2022. We'll see you on January the 9th. Post time will be at 3. Go Bills. Good night, all.